Fish on. Good one? Oh, it's a nice one. There's one. Oh, right off the piling. How big is this?
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just found. Pulls hooked up with a big one.
Oh, come on. Looks pretty good. Oh, it's a nice one. Nice one, Jay. Oh, I just got broke off. I still got him. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Please stay on there. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay, and today we have traveled to a beautiful creek here in the Ozark Mountains in hopes of catching some big smallmouth bass. Now, right now we're starting underneath this busy overpass. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's right up there. There's some cars going overhead. But as we start moving upstream, we're going to find some more beautiful environment. But the reason we started right here is because it's a little bit deeper. There's some good chunk rock, and then we have these pilings, and we thought, you know, this might be a good spot to catch a big smallie. So we're going to start off by casting right here and then make our way upstream. But guys, we are very excited for today's episode. We think we're going to catch some good ones. If y'all are excited to join along with us, do us a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now let's have a day of catching some big smallies. Jay, you ready to go?
Let's catch some big ones.
Let's do it. Fish on, we're hooked up. First fish of the day, underneath the bridge. Feels like a decent fish, I can't really tell. Not that big. He's a little chubby guy though. He's got some followers down there, Jay. They all seem to be about the same size. There we go. First fish of the day and our first fish catch on the little new small stroker craw. Little smallie, just a little guy. We definitely have room for improvement, but it's good to get on the board early. We've been out here just for a few moments, and that's exciting. Get back out there, see if there's a bigger one. There we go. Biggin, 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 biggin. Is he snagged? Is he snagged on something? He's stuck on something. Go get him. Gotta go get him. That's a good one. Stay on there. I don't feel him anymore. Yeah, he's still there. What's he stuck on? I don't know what he's stuck on. Oh, he came off. No, he was stuck on the tree.
Oh, fishes.
Good one. Oh, don't let it break you off. Not that big.
You just lost that big one and I got all excited.
I know. Hey, they're fighting pretty good though.
They are.
He's bigger than the first one I caught. So it's an upgrade. Second smallie here under the bridge. We haven't even got to move and go upstream yet.
I know, we've been nowhere.
But that's how it is. These bridges can be really great spots for smallies. There's a lot of good chunk rock, and they also have these pilings here to get by. There's a lot of bait fish, obviously, too. Good job, Jay.
Yeah, I'm getting really excited. I think this is going to be a good fishing day.
I know. Bye.
See ya.
Got him. That's a better one. That's a better one. Is that a largemouth? They got a largemouth.
Oh.
Right there in a good largemouth looking spot too, up underneath that willow. Get up here. Look how fat he is. Look at that one, guys. Chubby guy. Skip this little mini 6-inch stroker craw up underneath that tree and he just gobbled. Look how fat he is. Can't get over that. He's built like a 12-pounder. Big old bass. Nice. He bit it and swam right out underneath the tree with it. Ready? Bye. Hey, I'm seeing like 10 smallmouth in this little thing right now. Oh, got him. Got him. Got him. Woo! Is that our biggest one? He looked really small for a second. I think it's our biggest one so far.
Nice.
I don't think he's as big as our largemouth, but that's a good smallie. Yeah, he's not as big as the largie, but he is a cute little guy. We got this nice little hole right here. The creek is extremely shallow, so we're looking for all the deepest holes out here. We have some current running through. I mean, it's a perfect spot. And I can see with my glasses like 10 or 15 smallmouth swimming in there. I don't see any huge ones, but they're all about this size. So we should be able to get a couple more from this spot. Nice fish. We'll send him back. Bye. Woo. That's fun. And again, all the fish I've caught so far come on this little guy right here. That's that new small size stroker craw. I think it's 2.2 inches long, maybe 2.4. It's a small little crawfish package, and I thought it'd be perfect for these little smallmouth creeks. I've got it paired up with this Z-Man little Ned Bullets little jig head to keep it weedless. And overall, I've been pretty happy with it. If you would like to check these out, we will leave them linked down in the video description. And as always, anytime you're shopping on the 6th Sense Fishing website, be sure to punch in the code CJ10 at checkout. That'll save you an additional 10%. Okay, that looks good. Fire it back out there and see if we can get another one. Oh, I got another one. These fish aren't very big. We're gonna have to keep moving upstream to try to find some big ones, getting still a little bit deeper water. There you go, guys. Oh, gobbled it. He loved it. He loved it. We're catching so many smallies today, Jay. We gotta find the big ones.
I cannot believe what I just found. Check this out.
Freaking score of the day. What, we got a whopper flopper?
Looks like a whopper flopper.
What?
Free bait of the day.
Free bait of the day. That's a $15 bait right there.
Yeah.
We might have to throw it a little bit.
It's in good condition.
Yeah, it's got a little snap on there. The hooks ain't rusted. Nice. That's an excellent find. Let's throw that thing in there. I actually found a black whopper flopper like 2 times ago when we came out here, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did.
So now we got a black one and a white one. Sick.
How about that?
That's a bonus find for sure. Oh, fish on. Is it good? Nice one. Nice one. Heck yeah. That is sick.
Goodness.
Not a monster, but you just drilled that guy.
He's fighting so hard. There is my second fish of the day and also my biggest of the day. Man, these fish fight so hard. It gets you so excited.
I know, we're just looking for that 2-pound smallie. That's not even a pound, but I mean, pound for pound, these guys fight so hard in these little creeks. I guess let's send him back and let's get back out there. We got a good spot right here. Got a nice deep hole, some big chunk rock. Looks really, really good.
See ya.
Woo, woo. He said, get me out of here. Nice. Got him. Got him. Nice fish. Come here. Come here. Woohoo! Looks like a little bit more of the same. I kind of swapped it my retrieve. I started kind of fishing it like a wobble head, just kind of slowly reeling it across the bottom. And he just picked it up in the clear water. That's another nice one. Beautiful fish. Only about 12 inches or so. I know if we just keep trucking upstream, we're eventually going to find a nice pool that's holding some bigger fish. We've only moved probably about 400 or 500 yards so far, so there's definitely a lot of creek to cover. Let's send this fish back. See ya. Oh, he went the wrong way. Let's see if he figures this out. Looks like you need some assistance. You got this, buddy. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right at the bank. Nice one.
Is that the one you just let go?
No, I think that one's a little bit bigger.
Oh, it is a little bigger.
Yes.
Yay. Whoa.
Whoa. That's the biggest one of the day. That's a really nice fish, Jay. It's definitely the biggest one of the day, and you done pulled a little sneaky trick on him. She swapped to a little drop shot bait, and he just gobbled it up here.
Yeah, Cole's getting way more bites than me, so I had to change it up, and so far, it's working.
That is so nice. He's got the nice little bars on him down his side.
All these fish are so beautiful.
He's gonna be about 14 inches long, so we're getting bigger. Looking for like those 18-inch size smallmouth that we know live out here. We've caught them before. That's a good one.
All right, we're gonna let this fish go and head upstream and hopefully catch a bigger one. See ya.
They look so cool in that clear water. Good job, Jay. Oh, I just got broke off. I still got him. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. That's a big one. Jay, it's a big bass. Big bass. Big bass. Grab a pole. Grab a pole. It's a big bass. He just broke my line. It's the biggest of the day. It's a huge one. Stay on there. Stay on there. stay on there. Stay on there, please stay on there. Please stay on there. That's a big one. Oh gosh, you chump. Stay on there. Stay on there. Come to daddy. Oh, he's getting crazy. I'm pulling the bait. Pulling the bait. Get on the bait, come on. Woo! What the heck? That was so crazy. What even happened? Oh, I must have had a weak spot in my braid. That's a nice one.
That's a really nice one.
That's the one.
Biggest of the day.
That's the fish we're after, Jay.
Yeah.
Guys, look at this nonsense. That is our biggest smallmouth of the day. This is the type of fish that we were after out here in the creek. Solid like 15-inch fish or so. And what is so crazy is that when I set the hook, my line broke, and I initially thought that my leader broke, but my braid actually broke like 15 foot like inside the spool. I don't know what that was about, but I don't care. We saw it floating, we grabbed it, and we've got our biggest smallie of the day. How about that?
Yeah, look at that.
And we got our bait back too, that little mini 6-cent stroker craw right there. Just a beautiful fish. Man, it was worth it now. All the traveling, all the hiking to get this fish. And we've got some good water up ahead of us. I'm stoked for what the creek has left in store for us today. So let's get this fish unhooked. And I was honestly thinking about doing a bait change just because it's gotten kind of windy out here. I'm sure you can kind of tell, just really breezy, and my line's getting blown around kind of weird. So I think I'm gonna swap over to a different bait, as crazy as that seems after catching this nice one. But I think that it's necessary to combat the wind. So we're gonna send this fish back in the creek, and we're gonna keep moving up, see if we can get another one.
That was a crazy cool catch. Cole.
I know, I haven't had one of those in a while. I felt like Mike Iaconelli for a second. Beautiful fish. Okay, let's send it back in the water. All right, we did the deed. I swapped to one of my favorite creek jerk baits. It's just a Rapala ripstop. It's a small one, it's the size 9. They love this thing. This one's really beat up though. The hooks are all jacked up. This is the same spot where I just caught that good one. I'm just gonna fire it in there so I can get one of these other fish to come up and eat it. I see a lot of smallies swimming around. They don't look very big, but oh gosh. They look decent though. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Get it, get it, get it. Oh my gosh, a squirrel. Oh my goodness gracious. Did you see that? I didn't even get one. That was insane. There are some good ones. Oh, he came off. He's still thinking about it. He got it. He got it. Came up and got it. Smashed it. Smashed it. Nice fish. Get up here. Woohoo. Oh, he's not as big as I thought he was. How many times have I said that today? There we go. First smallie on the jerk bait. They've just been going insane ever since I put it on. I should have put it on sooner. Like I said, this hook is really jacked up. It's only got 1 point on the front. The back hook has 3 trebles. So I really don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll take it. I've got to get some more hooks. Got him. Another one on the jerk bait. Another one on the jerk bait. He's got the back trebles. Get up here. Woo! That's basically the only way I'm gonna get him with this guy. I don't have any replacement trebles with me. This one's been caught before. Someone done jacked that one's jaw. He's a hungry guy. Nice. Send it back. Oh my goodness. Is that a big one? That's a decent one, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. I can't really tell. Yeah, that's a nice one. Biggest one on the jerk bait so far. Is that a largemouth? No, it's a smallie. Fat smallie. Fat smallie. Woo! Probably should put this jerk bait on a long time ago. Even as janky as it's kind of the reason why I wasn't doing it. I knew that it was missing hooks, but it's really not causing that too big of an issue. Another nice one, about 13 inches. We're gonna find a big one. We just gotta get a little bit deeper water. All right, so we've gone a pretty good ways up this creek, and we're just not finding the deep holes that we're looking for. I threw the drone up a minute ago and flew it upstream, and there was just nothing like within a mile of us, and we've already gone a pretty good way. So what we've decided to do is we're gonna start making our way back to where we started at and try to make our way back to that bridge. We saw some good fish there, lost that good one earlier. It's a lot deeper over there, some good chunk rock, and we think that we can catch some fish that we passed up earlier on. So we're gonna start making our way back. Hopefully we catch some before we get to the bridge, but if not, we will see you guys back at that bridge. Got him, is he good? Looks pretty good, Jay. Looks pretty good. Oh, it's a nice one. Nice one, Jay.
Oh my God.
He's pulling hard.
He is pulling hard. Wow, look at him.
Oh, big jump. Woohoo.
Come here.
Nice fish.
Woo.
He's not gonna give you any break.
No, he is fighting so hard. Oh my goodness. Come here.
And she got him. Jay put on a Berkeley accent flatworm. That's like smallmouth crack. And this guy was all over it, but he slung it. That was like a $1 worm. That's all right though. It's worth it. I'd pay $1 to catch fish like that.
Totally.
Good job, Jay.
Paul's hooked up with a big one.
Oh, come on. My GoPro literally just died. Jay snagged the camera out of the backpack. That's a nice one. He's barely hooked.
Oh gosh.
Barely hooked. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it? Come here, big guy. Come here, big guy. Oh, don't do it. 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 Get a hand on him.
Nice one.
That was right after Jay just caught hers in the same exact spot. The bait hit the water and he jumped all over that thing. And he got that back hook. That's the hook I want them to get. It has all the points on the treble. Nice fish. It's not the monster like 18-incher we're looking for out here, but it's still a nice one. I'll take this all day long. The ones we were catching at first were kind of shrimpy. At least this one's got some fight to him. Heck yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, we have made it back to the bridge. This is where we feel like we have the best chance at catching our biggest fish because honestly, this is where we saw the biggest smallmouth, right here. And that fish that jumped off my line at the beginning was way bigger than anything we've had so far today. Jay's got that drop shot still on. I've got the jerk bait. We're gonna try to make something happen. Fish on. Good one? Oh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Is that a largie? It is a largie.
Yeah, baby.
We caught a largie over here earlier, and now we got another one. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Your biggest largie of the day.
My first largie.
That's good. He looks like the one I caught earlier. They're just so fat.
Maybe it is the one.
Nice.
This guy tried to steal my flatworm, but luckily we got it. But we're gonna send this guy back, get back out there, and see if we can catch a big smallmouth.
See you.
Bye.
Nice one. You got another one? Big one? Oh, nice. They are loaded up in that hole. A little smallie. It's so cool catching both species in the same place.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I just caught that largemouth. I threw it back in there hoping to catch a bigger fish, but I actually think this one is the smallest of the day for me.
I think so, yeah. I think we've caught smaller. I think I caught a smaller one than that starting off, but that's okay. He'll get big one of these days.
Third time's the charm.
Maybe in 20 years he'll be a 4-pounder. I got one. Got one on the jerk bait. Feels pretty decent. Can't tell how big he is. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not a monster, but not bad. Get up here. Woo! Another smallie underneath the bridge. He got all the hooks. All 4 points of them. Nice. See ya. There's one. Oh, right off the piling. How big is this? How big is this? That's a good one. That might be the one we're after.
Oh,
we got two. We're doubled up. Oh, this is one of the ones we're after. How big is yours? Oh my gosh. Pull them out of the culvert. We got two good ones.
Yours is way bigger than mine.
Doubled up, baby.
Oh my gosh, Carl.
I know this is the kind we're after. He's got all 3 hooks. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Why did we ever leave this bridge, Jay?
Right, we should have just fished here the whole time.
That's the biggest one of the day. Yes, sir. Got 1 hook right there, the outside of the mouth. Woo. That's what's up, guys.
Heck
That's
yeah.
a good one. That's a nice fish, Jay, but
not as impressive as yours.
that right there is the fish we were after all day, and it literally came from where we started.
What have I been telling you this whole time?
We need to go back to the bridge.
We need to go back to the bridge so I can throw this drop shot and you can throw your jerk bait.
We'll send that one back. That is a really nice fish. This is exactly what we came to this creek to catch today. But I have a feeling that there's a couple more underneath that bridge. So we're gonna let this guy go. We're gonna cast back under there so we get one just a little bit bigger. If not, that is a solid fish to end it on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, big guy. We'll see ya. Had a bite. There we go, I knew it. What is that? Oh, that's how we're starting the day. That's how we're starting the day right there. 2 casts in, and we've got a pretty sizable green sunfish. You get the little shaky head worm. Jay's throwing a wacky worm, unweighted, just in the shallower stuff. But we had to throw the little bottom dweller, get in that little deep hole. That's a pretty stocky one. It'd be cool if we get some big ones out here today. I ain't mad at it. It's a really beautiful fish. We're gonna send him back, and we're just gonna get some big smallies. Yeah, let's go ahead and move down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, it's Molly.
That's awesome.
We were literally seconds away from abandoning this deep hole, and this little guy struck it right in front of me on the edge of that big rock. I assumed there was smallmouth in here, but you never know. But that's an awesome sign. He's not a monster, but I have high hopes for this place. We're gonna find some big ones today. Got him? Got him. Oh, that's a good one. Get him. Oh, that's a big one.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big one, JJ.
Woo!
Get that thing. Oh, big smallie.
Yes.
Woo!
That was awesome. All right, there is my first fish of the day. Honestly, my first fish in a long time. It's been so long since I've caught a fish. It's crazy. But man, this is a good way to start the trip off. I hope we can catch a bigger one. I'm gonna let this fish go and we're gonna get back after it.
All right, so we started going downstream a little bit, and there's a big hole, and it's pretty deep. It looks good, but it's really hard to navigate and not get all of our camera equipment wet. So we've decided to take our stuff upstream. There's honestly more flow, there's more shallow riffles, and I think if we can find some little bit bigger pools or deeper holes, we can find fish more concentrated and easier to catch. On the maps, it looked good here, so we're gonna go up this way, at least turn the corner and see what it looks like, but if not, we're gonna scrap this area and go to another one. There's so many places up here to fish, so many bodies of water and creeks, and I know we'll run into them eventually, but we're not gonna give up on this area just yet. Oh yeah, oh smokes. Oh yeah, oh that's a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
That's not even a smallie.
Is it not?
Oh my gosh, look at all the smallies following it. Look at all this fish following it.
Gosh.
That's a giant green sunfish
What
though.
in the world? I thought for sure.
Double up, biggin.
Whoa.
Biggin. Get up here.
Oh my gosh. That's a good one. Dude, this green sunfish is huge.
That is a huge green sunfish.
Daily double.
Daily double. So I'm glad we decided to come upstream. Honestly, guys, whenever you're fishing rivers and creeks, it's best to walk upstream. That way you don't really spook the fish. There's literally,
Yeah, there was a bunch of fish chasing yours.
There was a bunch of fish chasing yours.
Well, there was one chasing, or you chasing yours.
They were everywhere. Look at that.
It's crazy.
Daily double. That's a good smallie. He's like a 12-incher or so. Like I'm happy catching him this size, and that's a donkey green sunfish.
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, we gotta get back in there while they're fired up.
That's awesome. They fought good too.
There it comes.
Oh,
I got one too.
oh my gosh, it's huge.
It's green sunfish land. Ayo. I mean, this green sunfish has everything. He's got the white tips on his fin. He's got the orange. He's got the black spots on the dorsal and anal fin. I mean, just lined, an orange outline. Got the bright blue on his face. I mean, that is a perfect green sunfish. Like, that's what you want to catch. Get him.
Oh.
That's a big smallmouth.
Oh
That's
my
a big one. That's a
gosh.
big smallmouth. That's
Oh
a
my
big
gosh.
smallmouth, JJ.
Oh
Oh my gosh. I'm putting the rod down.
Oh gosh, there's a big rock.
Oh,
he
he's
jumped
over
over
the rock.
He jumped over the rock.
Get that thing.
That was cool.
Get him on the bait. Get him on the bait.
Come on.
Get that thing.
Yeah! Yes!
Yeah, there are some good smallies out here.
Yeah. All right, there's my biggest smallie of the day so far. That was really exciting. He looked a lot bigger out there after catching those green sunfish, but man, that was an awesome fight. He jumped over that rock too. That was crazy. So exciting. All right, I'm gonna send him back and we're gonna get back out there.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This isn't a very big green sunfish, but I mean, considering that we're like, less than 100 yards from where we parked at, and we're catching them this quickly, catch a smallmouth and green sunfish like this, that's awesome. That's just awesome. Eating a little shaky worm. It's like some green pumpkin and a little bit of orange in there. And I've got it on a really light shaky head because the water's pretty low. I had a heavier one on at first and it was getting stuck. Like these rocks are just really chunky and got a lot of cracks in them. And it's not that the hook gets stuck in anything, it's just the bait just gets all wedged down in there and you lose it. So I try to keep my bait lightweight. Jay's using that weightless wacky rig, or a light-weighted wacky rig, which is honestly probably the better choice, but we're gonna stick with this for a little bit longer.
You bought more Chapos?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh gosh, what do you have? Oh.
He just did me dirty. Here we go.
No way!
He came back out. So that's something these little green sunfish will do. You know, they like to live in the rocks and they'll bite your stuff and they'll just take you back down in there with it. Get you all snagged up. He got hooked in the bottom lip. I never understand how that happens. He was hooked right there. But look at that, every one of these guys is just pristine. I've seen a couple of big ones swimming through here. I wanna hook up with one. They're like 3 times bigger than that. That's a smallie. Oh gotta be. How fast he is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh, he's a nice one.
That's a good one. Woo!
He stole my worm.
Oh.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
He's fighting so hard.
And I got him pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
Woo. Oh, I got him. I finally got me a smallmouth that rivals the one that Jay caught. We're still in the same pool. We're literally only like 20 yards up from where she caught her good one. We haven't even got to what I would feel like is the best spot, and the pool up ahead looks just as juicy, so I'm very excited. Here's probably 13 inches or so, getting close to a pound. He fought like crazy, and yeah, I'm just excited to get there where that faster water's moving at. Cool fish. Hey Jay, he's to the left. Reel it in, throw it. Oh, he's coming to it, he's coming to it, he's coming to it. Got him!
No!
Oh no!
I don't know how I didn't have him.
You did have him, you just lost him. They're kind of hard to hook sometimes. Dang, that was he's a big one.
He was big.
He's still big, he's right there. Oh. There we go. Stay on there. I don't know how big he is. He don't feel that big, but he's running at me. Oh, he got a little bit bigger. Well, he's decent. He's decent. He's actually really decent. Stay hooked, buddy.
Oh.
Whoa. Stay on. Oh, it's a long one. I think it's my biggest one so far. We have seen some really nice ones. Jay missed that good one right off the bat. I had one come up and swirl this jerkbait. I was thinking about putting the shaky head back on because it's pretty deep and I wasn't getting that much of a reaction, but I'm gonna make a few more casts in this thing before I spot back up. But this spot looks incredible. I mean, deep hole, current, big rocks. You can't ask for more when you're wading these small mountain creeks. I'm catching one this cast, 100%.
A mile that way.
Got him. Stay on. Be a big smallmouth. Be a big smallmouth. Oh, he's just spinning. He's just spinning. And it's a big green sunfish though. Man, I thought I had a big old smallie. Swap back to the shaky head worm to fish in this deeper water. I mean, we've had too many big fish flash our stuff and just swim by. And I think getting something on the bottom like this is gonna be the ticket to get them. Oh, I saw a gar. Be a smallie. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's spinning him. Man, there's so many. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that one. Might as well be a smallmouth bass. Woo! Look at the size of that green sunfish. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, like, you know, we're out here primarily targeting the bass, but that fires me up. Like if we were doing like a camping session out here, this dude would be going on the stringer. We'd be cooking him up. Oh gosh, stay on here. Stay on here. Cause that dude is a donkey. He wanted the smoke. It's an eagle. No, man, that's a vulture. Come on. That might be a smallie. That might be a smallie. Oh my gosh. Oh my, Jake, we get the camera. Oh my gosh, it's a giant largemouth. Oh my gosh, it's a big old largemouth. I'm bringing him to the bank. Come on, stay on there. Stay on there. Oh my goodness. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get up on the brake! Yeah! Whoa, are you kidding? Man, look at Jay staying on brand with the daily double, but before you look at her smallmouth, look at this thing. Look at this thing.
That's a nice one.
There's green boys living in this thing.
What's crazy is I was literally just thinking, like, when is one of us gonna catch a largemouth?
Yeah, or a spotted bass. We've only caught smallmouth and green sunfish so far. And I had just caught like 4 or 5 big green sunfish in a row, and this fish bit the exact same way. And I mean, that hook just popped out. Look at that. You know, largemouth bass can get 15 pounds, but in a small place like this, this is a really nice fish. This is what we come here for. Traveled all those miles, did all this hiking, and there's many more pools up ahead for us to check. And it's just cool there are some big green ones in here, particularly this brown one.
He's a little guy compared to yours.
We've seen some of these this big in this pool, no lie. So we're gonna dabble these worms around a little bit longer, see if we can't maybe get lucky with one of those, but if not, we're gonna move up to the next pool. Yeah, I think your bait's about to get nuked by a big green sunfish. Surprised it hasn't happened yet. Huh. Oh, there it was. There he is, came back for it. He's a feisty one.
Oh goodness, that's a fat one.
I got one too. Oh, I'm not gonna jerk it on that one. Yeah, I am. I decided to get him. It might be a smallmouth. Oh, ain't no smallmouth. Whose is bigger?
I think yours is. Oh, we'll never know.
Hers is bigger. Oh my goodness, it's my lucky day. It's my lucky day.
Are you trying to horseshoe?
I found a horseshoe.
That is lucky.
What are the odds of finding a horseshoe? This is the first horseshoe that I've ever found out creek walking. I need to put that on my belt. Look at that thing. Hey, we ain't putting that back. That's going straight in the bag. Going on the wall, especially if we can catch a big smallmouth after this. All right, so we just finally made it through this big pool behind us, and we've reached this amazing water feature right here. It's like, this is crazy. We had these big rock slabs, and there's just water just rushing through them. It's not super deep. I feel like if the water was up a little bit higher, this would be like just the most, oh, Jay just missed one, the most insane fishing hole of all time. But I'm still thinking there's gonna be some fish here. I mean, it's just crazy. I've never seen anything like this when we've been out hiking around in the mountains. So I'm definitely glad we decided to check this creek out today. We're not gonna go a whole lot further upstream, but there's still a couple of holes up here, and we're still looking to try to catch one more big bass. You got him, Jay? Jay's back there just waxing him. There we go. He bit it on the top. Another green sunfish. Pretty big one. Gotcha. That feels good. That can't be a green sunfish. It's gotta be a bass. Gotta be a bass. Be a big bass. Be big. Oh, there he is. Pretty good one. Oh no, he came off. It was a largemouth. What? Just right here. There's a bass. There's a bass. And finally, another smallmouth. It's like it's been 10 years since we caught a smallmouth. Almost caught a smallmouth. That's not small. As long as he's not snagged. Oh my goodness!
Gosh. Is that a smallie?
I don't know. I think it's a green one. It's a green one. Oh my gosh. He's got followers if you want to throw him behind him. He's got followers. There you go. Switch it, Jay. Oh, there we go.
Got him.
There we go. That's how you do it right there.
Oh!
Come on. Come on. Yeah. Look at that. We got the trinity of bass out here in this Ouachita Mountain Creek. That's another pretty good largemouth. Not as big as our first big one we got, but dude, he train wrecked it. There was like 6 following.
That was awesome.
Did you see all those fish following him?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was about to take the jerk bait off. I don't think these fish are jerk bait eaters. There's not a whole lot of silvery bait fish out here. I think they mostly hang out down the bottom, but this dude,
That dude wanted it.
he wanted it, stopped it. I didn't know if I had a rock or if I had snagged a green sunfish or what had happened. Look, a spotted bass. How about it?
That's awesome.
There we go, fish on, first fish. That feels like a good one. What is that? Is that a smallmouth? I think it's a smallmouth. I think our first fish of the day is a smallmouth out here in this creek. Oh yeah, baby. I just spit some crawfish. Oh, there's some following him too. Oh, there's 6 or 7 fish following him. That's a good fish. He's the biggest one of the ones following him. There's like 7 fish right here. Oh, he's spinning up crawdads left and right. That's gonna tell us something. All right, fellas. How about that? First fish of the trip. We got the highway literally right there. This water is beautiful. And our first fish is a beautiful smallmouth bass, probably about 13.5 inches, chunky, and he was spitting up crawdads the entire way. That is crazy. Okay, we're gonna send it back. Okay, it's awesome to know there are some fish in here. So, I may have made the right choice in starting off with this little Ned rig. This is a Helgramite. I would say it resembles a crawdad more than like a jerkbait would, I would say, or even just a normal TRD. So we're gonna keep throwing this guy, hop it around on the bottom. But I'm honestly really tempted to throw the jerkbait. This is like some jerkbait looking water if I've ever seen it. But I wanted to start off something a little bit more finesse. That's kind of my approach to new places. Throw a little soft plastic like this because I can catch, you know, the smallmouth, largemouth, green sunfish, red-eye bass. I can catch anything on this. But this hole right here looks really good. I have no idea how much pressure this place gets with it being right in the middle of town. I know it took me a second to kind of figure out how to actually access this creek. And I think I accessed it legally. Pretty sure. I parked at like a city park and kind of just hiked down a trail and walked through the woods a little bit. But we're down here, and I don't think we're gonna cause no problems, except maybe some smallmouth out here. I got a fish. Fish on the jerk bait. It's a largemouth. There we go. Can we catch the trifecta out here today? I thought my jerk bait was just all snagged up, but it was just little tiny largemouth bass. Cool to know they're out here with the smallmouth. I honestly had no idea what kind of fish were gonna be in here. Sometimes I go to places, it's all largemouth, it's all spotted bass, it's all smallmouth. Some places it's all three. There's at least 2 species of bass living in here. He ain't big, but we'll send him back. And he was right here in this little current seam right here. There's a beautiful hole right here. There's some, I mean, some good looking spots. It looks deep right here though. I'm gonna have to get up on that other bank. Oh, there we go, another fish. And it's another little largemouth on the jerk bait. I found like a vulture nest right here, or a vulture roost. They got vultures all over me right here. Hopefully they're not thinking about eating me. I saw this little dude tracking me. I didn't know if it was a bass or like a goggle eye or what it was, but another little largemouth. We're gonna send it back. Keep on moving. We got another big pool right here. Looks deep. Hopefully I can get through it. I don't want to walk on the bank up here. It's pretty impenetrable, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. Fish. What is that? A smallie? Another smallie. There we go. Up here under this bridge, we've covered a lot of water, and it just hasn't been very productive, to be honest with you guys. I'm planning on keeping on moving downstream some more, trying to find some good stuff. But I'm not sure if this is just like maybe too urban. I also saw a couple of boxes of worms up on the bank, but this nice little smallmouth. We'll send him back. Okay, I just found this run with some off-colored water. So there was a lot of construction going on up there by that bridge where I caught that little smallmouth, and it's kind of got the water marked up a little bit. Looks like it's starting to clear up a little bit. This could be in our favor a little bit. It's not like brown. It's just not crystal clear and the fish can't see me. We're gonna try to drip this worm through here and see if we can't get bit. If I was a 2-pound smallmouth bass, I'd be right there. I'd be actually right. I'd be exactly where my bait landed, right there. That's where I'd be. There he is. There he is. What is that? Ah, another small. I knew there'd be a smallmouth there. He's just not 2 pounds. You're supposed to be 2 pounds, man. Supposed to be a giant. And you see, now that we're in this kind of off-colored water, the fish are a little bit off-colored too. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We're gonna find a big one at some point, I think. We're gonna find something cool. This creek is very interesting. I know we just barely scratched the surface. This creek is very big. Look at these vultures. Look at them all. There's vultures all over this creek. Oh gosh, there he goes. There he goes. Well, if anything was to happen to me out here, I'd probably get eaten. Well, it seems like, at least. I've seen hundreds of vultures out here. Look at him. Right here. He's about to freak. Don't throw up on me. Oh my gosh, what's up with all these vultures? Got him. I told you I was smoking him. Another little smallie. Man, I'm not sure if there's any big ones in here or not. That first one we caught was a good one. So I have hope. There's another nice little guy. Nothing too crazy, but nothing to complain about. He did my worm in though. These are just 4.5 inch, just little straight, little finesse worms. It's just like one of the most deadly things you can bring with you. If there was 3 baits for me to recommend to you to take when exploring these little creeks, one would be a little 4-inch shaky head like this. The other would be a jerk bait, like you saw me throw earlier. And lastly would just be a weightless wacky worm. If you have those 3 baits, you're gonna catch some fish. It really just depends on your situation, what the water conditions are like. You can also mix in a little popper, a little finesse popper. Those are always deadly in the creeks too. There's a fish. Oh, nice one. That's a decent one. Look how muddy the water is down here now. And it's a largemouth. That's what you expect to catch in this little bit murkier stuff. Now, it went from kind of like a milky blue color to kind of a milky brown color. I'm not sure if it's going to clear up or not. I think it might. I hope it will. I saw some spots downstream that were clear, so I assume it's going to eventually clear up. But we're just going to keep walking down and see what happens. I think we can still catch fish. It's just like not exactly what I was expecting and hoping for this creek, but that's my biggest largie of the day. We'll send it back. I'm sure we're gonna find some good ones here at some point. I'm having fun either way. I love exploring new areas, and it's just kind of one of them deals you're never gonna know lives in these places if you don't go out and explore them. I've been wanting to fish this creek for like the last 3 years. Finally getting that chance today. I'm not gonna say it's letting me down. It's just a little bit murky, a little underwhelming so far. Like this right here, if the water was clean, I would say this is like super premium spot to catch a fish. Even with being murky, it should be decent. I'm surprised I haven't caught any sunfish yet. It doesn't really concern me, but it is interesting. All right, I just had to scale that bank right there because this pool is super deep and muddy to get down here. The water's still muddy, and I feel like I'm on the cusp of having to make a decision if I want to keep going, if I want to try something else while I'm up here just to kind of save my time. But I decided to make a lure change, and I'm doing the old Creek Fishing Adventure Special. This is a Bubblegum Swirl Yum Dinger. I've watched John catch so many fish on his channel with this bait, big ones, little ones, and a lot of times he's fishing some water that's kind of this color, this kind of just milky color. And with it being muddy, I feel like this bright color will stand out to these fish. My green pumpkins and dark watermelons are probably getting lost a little bit. So I've actually never thrown this bait before. I bought it only because I saw John catching a ton of fish on him. If y'all aren't following Creek Fishing Adventures, be sure to go check out his channel. He does this kind of crap all the time, everywhere. And if you want to watch him slay him on this goofy colored bait, then go check out his videos. He uses it like in every video and just wrecks them. I've got it on the same jig head too, I think he uses. Just a little weedless Ned. And we're gonna pitch it around these rocks. We've got some good flow, we got some good depth. We got a bridge. I wonder what that bridge goes to. And I feel like the highway's right there. And I feel like when I crossed it earlier, it was clear water over there. So maybe I'm about to find some more cleaner water. Not exactly sure, but we're gonna throw this guy around, see if we can catch our first fish on the Bubblegum Swirl Dinger. Did y'all see that crap? Literally caught a fish first cast with that stupid bait. And it's a smallmouth. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Literally first cast with that thing. Not a bad one, not a big one. Bubblegum Swirl did it dirty to him. Guys, you can't script that any better. Okay, well, maybe that's a sign that we can keep on fishing. We've got all day, we got plenty of time. There we go, got him. Just had to turn around in the current a little bit more. Another one for the Bubblegum Swirl. Heck yeah, heck yeah. And the water's actually getting a little bit cleaner right here, it looks like. Not too bad. Okay, getting a little bit of momentum. This is a really cool spot. This little spot where these two little shoals merge together into this big pool. Got this big rock, and I threw at it from the other angle, didn't get bit. Threw it from this angle, got bit instantly. Gonna put it back in there. There should definitely be another fish right there chilling. Oh, he bit it and I missed him, dang it. He just had the tail. There should definitely be some more fish right there. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Got him. Haha, another one. Looks just like the one I just caught. He looks a little different. Lots of smallmouth in this creek, guys. He's got a pretty cool color to him. It's very coppery. Peace. So that's 3 for the old Bubblegum Swirl Yum Dinger. Oh, I had another one, guys. I legit just had another fish on there. Dang it, I made a perfect cast too. I'm kind of setting the hook like a weenie. Kind of forgetting that I have this bait, you know, rigged weedless, so I gotta get the hook to come through the plastic. Got him. Is he bigger? This is bigger. No, he ain't. I'm lying. 3 smallies in this spot. Now that's what I'm talking about. There we go. I find that a lot in some of these places that I wade fish. It takes, you know, hiking a mile or two in either direction, upstream or downstream, to, you know, start catching some fish, because, you know, it's not like anybody else couldn't just access the creek the same way I did. And I've been seeing a good bit of sign from angling pressure. I think that one big pool that is crossed is normally probably a stopping spot for a lot of people. I don't know. There's a golf course right up here on the other side of this bank. So I know you're not really getting access to the golf course unless you live there. And most people that live on golf courses don't fish, they golf. So maybe, just maybe, we're getting into some. And also this water is not brown anymore. It's kind of, there's another one. Smoking them. Smoking them. Oh, he came off. They're all the same size. Okay, one more cast and we're gonna keep moving down. Looks like there's another deep hole up here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to navigate it too, it looks like. Fish feels slightly better. Slightly better. Not bad. Another nice little smallie. Again, up underneath this shady bridge. Oh, he's got a hole in the bottom. It's nothing he's been caught before. Interesting. He honestly ain't that much bigger. He just fought good. Send him back underneath the bridge. I can't believe I didn't get bit in the pool above the bridge. There were some juicy rocks, but I don't know. I've been surprised a lot out here today in some spots where I haven't gotten bit. Another one. Another one. There's a bunch of these guys in here, dude. Bunch of these little smallies. There has to be a big one. There's got to be. There we go. Nice fish. What is that? Dang, what is that? Oh, we did it. We finally caught something different, guys. I was hoping to catch some of these. I was really hoping to catch these. I hate coming out to creeks like this and not catching them. That is an Ozark red-eye bass, and you can see his eye is really red. A lot of y'all are gonna say this is a rock bass, and while they are very, very similar, this is a species completely unique to itself. It's in the same genus Amblopilides, but we don't even have rock bass in Arkansas. We have the Ozark red-eye bass and we have shadow bass, and they look very similar, but they are distinct based on just their geographic range. They're isolated from the rock bass, and they're really cool. They're all cool fish, and I would love to catch some rock bass. I think rock bass, of those 3 species I mentioned, get the biggest, but that was a cool catch right there. Normally where there's one of them, there's more too. This is a great spot. We have a fast run. We got into this area here where it feels more wild. It feels like we're in a more wild area. There's a bridge up here ahead of me, but we're away from the highway now. I'm not hearing any cars. Not really seeing any people, hearing any people. The water has gotten a lot cleaner too. That's definitely something worth noting. So I'm not sure if we're gonna keep on throwing the old bubblegum swirl, but we'll throw it for a while longer. And as long as we're getting bit on it, we're gonna keep throwing it. But if they get to where maybe they're not biting it, we might have to swap back to something a little more natural. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a better one. It's probably our second biggest of the day. Another nice little smallie. Probably not second biggest of the day. He's still small. Another good little run right here. I'm catching a lot of my fish in this moving water. See ya. Just casting it upstream when I can and letting it just bump down, and they've been on it. I haven't caught anything really in any of the big pools with some current, which is so surprising to me. Snake, 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 snake. There he goes. Huge snake, guys. Huge snake. Got him. Got him. Oh my gosh, he's huge. He is huge. Oh, he's huge. That is crazy. Let me get over here. Oh, baby. Get here on the bank. This is a huge Midland water snake. Oh, he's grumpy. He is a grumpy guy. There's some smallmouth right here. Oh, gosh. They always bite me whenever I try to grab them like that. Let go. Oh, look at that monster Midland water snake, guys. That thing is huge. That's the first snake I've seen out here today. He is a big one. He's got some really cool colors too. Look at his belly. I wish it was more light over here. It's kind of in the shade with all these trees, but that is epic. Cool to find some snakes up here. He's got a little nubby tail too. He is so thick. He's not here eating good. He's probably been eating smallmouth, eating some shiners. That is an awesome snake. We're going to go ahead and send him back into the creek. I saw some smallmouth right here. I'm going to go up a little further. There's some cool looking rocks, but we're going to send the snake back on his way. Here he goes. Guys, that snake didn't bite me all that hard, but golly, did he make me gush. I am just bleeding out of my mind, out of my hand right now. Golly. I mean, he barely bit me, but it just goes to show you how powerful the anticoagulant is in their saliva. And they do that, and it makes it easier for them to consume their prey whenever they bite them. It's crazy. Maybe I'm gonna rub, here we go, here's my new secret. I'm gonna rub the yum dinger in my coleslaw blood. Let's see if that right there will trigger a strike. Honestly, I probably need to get another worm. This one here is tore up. It's lasted a long time though. We're starting to come up here on this highway again. Looks really good. That hasn't always meant anything today. It's the best spots I've seen. I haven't caught any fish in them. Hopefully that trend will happen. We'll stop right now. Okay guys, I've retired the Bubblegum Swirl Yum Dinger probably for the rest of the day, because if you look down, we're back in some good clean water. I know that it works in clear water, but my mind is just not letting me use it in here, and I haven't had any bites in the last 50-60 yards that I've walked, and I've seen some smallmouth kind of get spooked. Honestly, it looks like some good jerkbait water. Shallow, rocky. I've been seeing some shiners, but we're gonna stick to a soft plastic. We're gonna go with a natural colored Hellgrammite and see if we can't get some bites on this thing. I'm still pretty shocked that I've only caught, you know, one fish other than a bass, and that being that one red-eye bass, that Ozark red-eye bass, which isn't technically a bass, more of a green sunfish type thing. But we're getting back to this little hole right here, and it looks fairly juicy, but it's clean again, and it's got me excited. I think this is where I drove over earlier and saw that it was clear, and assumed that all of the creek I was going to be fishing today was going to be nice and clear. There we go. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. There's our fish, guys. That's the one we've been looking for all day. I don't know if it's brown or green. I think it's green. Is it brown or green? It's brown. It's brown, baby. Welcome to Browntown, baby. That is a good smallie. Has he got any followers? No followers. Oh, there's one little follower. That's a nice smallmouth. Very nice smallmouth. Woo-wee. Had to get here in some good clean water again. Throwing the old Hellgrammite, and he did it dirty. Look at that thing. That is the fish I traveled all the way up here to catch, guys. It's a beautiful creek smallmouth, and he loved that Hellgrammite. We finally got a good smallmouth in a spot where they're supposed to be at. I mean, that is a good one. He's gonna be close to 2 pounds probably, and they all have this really just pretty copper color. I haven't caught any with little tiger stripes. None have been real dark. That's just awesome. What a cool fish. What a beautiful fish. I'm so glad finally got us a good one. Had to put that, well, I put the blood on the dinger. We'll send it back. I knew as soon as I set the hook into that guy that it was gonna be one of the ones we needed. So there's like 2 bars right here in front of me. 2 gravel bars, one here, one there. And there's a ditch right in the middle of it. And I let this bait get all the way down to the bottom. Twitched it a couple times, and it was just dead weight. I didn't feel the bite. Just felt them taking off with it. I don't even want to know how far we want to get that fish. But we have found our way back to the main highway. Another one, another big one. That one's bigger. That one is absolutely bigger, I think, guys. Same spot. Oh my gosh, another nice one. Is he brown or green? I think he's brown. It's another brown one. Another big brown one. Oh my gosh, finally. We found a good spot with some fish in it. I was about to say, there's gotta be big smallies in this hole. Oh, he looks so cool fighting. He bit the exact same way. I didn't feel the bite. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's another big one down there. Oh, come here. He's bigger than the last one. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Man, we did all that walking. We should have just parked right here on the highway and hiked down. What a gorgeous smallmouth bass. Well worth the 3-hour drive, guys. Hooked him right in the nose. He wasn't going anywhere. This is a great jig head. And I love Hellgrammite lures. And number one, they mimic a Hellgrammite, which everything loves to eat Hellgrammites, but they also just look like just something yummy down there on the bottom. And this guy was all about it. Yo, 2 big ones in one spot. That's what I'm talking about. Can we get a third one? Another one. Another good one. Oh my goodness. There are so many nice fish in this stretch, guys. I thought I had a stick because I threw it right by a stick and it didn't move. He just bit it, took off with it. Oh, there's a bigger one chasing him. Oh gosh, there's a bigger one chasing him. Oh, look at that jump, baby. There's the one right underneath him. Maybe you can see him. I'm gonna try to bring him to you so you can see. Did y'all see him? He's kind of swirling a lot. There's one right underneath him. Bigger, probably 2 inches bigger. Okay, he swam. There's a little one there now. Okay, I'm gonna get him in. Finally, we're in a good stretch. Oh, he's got some crawdads in him. That could also be another piece of the puzzle, guys. That first bass I caught on the Hellgrammite, he spit up a ton of crawdads. This one here's got crawdad antenna sticking out of the back of his throat. Look at how chunky that one is, guys. It always feels good to get a good hook in these smallmouth because they are notorious for throwing baits. Because their fight's so crazy. That's dandy. We caught 3 2-pounders in the last 5 minutes now. And we've been fishing for like 3 hours already. Oh, you ready to go, big dog? He said, yeah, I'm ready. Oh yeah. Let me catch his buddy. I wonder if his buddy went back over there to that tree. It literally did not feel like a fish when he bit it. I see some long-eared sunfish down here in front of me finally. These are literally the first long-ears I've seen all day. Which, that's the most mind-blowing thing about today is I haven't caught a long-eared sunfish. I hadn't seen one until just now. I ain't caught no green sunfish. I haven't seen any green sunfish except for from the very beginning. This is a strange creek. I could have just picked a bad stretch to start. Another big one. Decent one. Is that a red eye? It's a red eye. Nice. I'll take that. You know I'll take that. Look at the colors on this guy. He is gorgeous. Perfect. Look at the speckling, the bright red eye. If I wasn't so far from my truck, I had initially planned to keep some of these red eye bass had I caught some. I wanted to do a catch and cook with them, but I'm so far away from my truck now. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna get back yet. I'm not walking the creek. I might have to try to hitchhike, phone a friend or something, but I was planning on keeping some. I got my stringer in my pocket, but that's just not in the cards at this point. Had we caught him close to the truck, like I kind of thought I was going to, we would have done it. We're gonna do it at some point this summer though. There's a fish. Did we finally catch ourselves a, nope, it's a hybrid. That's a new species and it is beautiful. This is a beautiful fish. Look at the colors on this hybrid sunfish, guys. This is a hybrid between a bluegill and a green sunfish. Look at the blues and the oranges, the white tips. That is a gorgeous fish. No matter where you live, no matter what you fish for. Guys, I'm hooked up with another nice one. Another really nice fish. I might even be the biggest one. It's very possible. Yeah, baby, that's definitely a 2-pound bass. Look how fat that thing is. And he's got crawdads coming out of his mouth too. I'm not sure if y'all can see down in there or not. Let me get this thing out of the way. Perfect hook set. Can y'all see those tentacles down in there? Full of crawfish. That's a good bass. And he was in another textbook spot. We got a little bit more of a shallow run right here. Got those big root balls and some shade and some chunk rock, and he was sitting right there waiting to ambush something, and that something was that little Helgermite lure. We're gonna send him back. What a gorgeous bass. Oh, there's a crawdad right there. Oh, that was cool. Man, I hate that I wasted all the miles that I walked upstream trying to get down here to this spot. I didn't know where I was ending at that. I didn't know where the good stuff was, but now I do. So next time, we'll know. This water is so cold. I love it. It must be spring fed. Got a little guy. Oh, had a guy, he got me stuck on a stick. I think I lost my guy. Oh shoot, there's some good bass right here. Oh shoot, there's like 3, 4, 5 smallmouth. Oh, I still got my guy. And finally, it's a green sunny. When has it ever taken 3 to 4 miles walking down a creek to catch a green sunny? Never. Only in this creek. There's a fish. Oh, decent smallie. Oh, there's some big ones following him. Trying to stay back right there. The creek gets skinny. Don't want them to see me. I think I'm where I wanted to fish originally today, guys. I need to peep up there and see. I think this is where I was gonna originally fish, but they told me I couldn't park there. Nice little smallie. We're catching a small one now after catching all them good ones. Had I been able to fish right here, I would have walked upstream and I would have found that hole with the big ones much sooner. Oh, sight fished him. Oh, it's a green one. Hey, that's awesome. I'm about at the end of the road as far as how far I can go. We're in a big pool right here. I see a lot of little guys, and I dropped it down to try to catch one of the little guys. Little guys being some sunfish. And then I saw one that they had some stripes, and it was this guy, and he bit it. That's the biggest largemouth of the day. It's really cool. The only thing we're missing is a spotted bass, which we may not be getting. Oh my gosh, what is that thing? Is that a carp? There's a giant carp right there. I wonder if he'll eat this bug. Hold on a second, I'm gonna let this fish go so I can get that carp to eat this bug. I don't know if he will or not. Got him. That's a good one. That's a good fish. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a big red eye. Heck yeah, I was trying to catch one more fish, and this might be him. And if it is, that's a cool one to end on. He bit and loaded up on that thing so good. We're out here, and it's really good deep hole. I'm seeing a lot of fishing line here, which indicates maybe it gets fished a good bit right here. But I'm still seeing a lot of little sunfish. I'm seeing some carp, a few bass, but this is a cool spot. I wish we could have got here sooner so we had more time to explore, but we've been out here for a long time and we're really pushing our time. But that's a cool fish right there. Big red-eye bass. That's our biggest one of the day. Bye. Okay guys, so I've made it back over here to this concrete slab. I don't remember if I caught any fish here or not, but I did see some. This is actually where I am going to be getting out at. I phoned a friend who lives up here, and he is going to pick me up and take me back to my car, which is awesome because there's no way I can make it back to my car today. I've walked, I don't even know how many miles. I'm gonna try to look it up on my phone and see how far I've actually walked. But while I'm waiting on him, he only lives like 5 minutes from this place. But while I'm waiting on him, I'm gonna see if I can't catch me one more smallie. I saw a whole school of them. It's a deep hole. A lot of these fish I caught today have been spitting up crawdads, and I dug around my bag trying to find a crawfish imitator, and that's the best I could do. It's like a little Z-Man, little something, a little creature thing. I've got no flappy craw plastics in my bag. I can't believe it. It's really surprising and depressing because these are some crawdad eating suckers in this place. And I feel like had I been throwing that all day, I might would have gotten a few extra bites. The Helgermite does a decent job imitating crawdads, but it ain't got those big old pinchers on it. But this right here looks kind of crawdaddy. And there's a slab, like that slab is broken. There's a chunk right here in the water. And I think they're sitting right on the back side of it. Just right behind it. Yeah, just like that. He's not small. That's a good one. I knew there was some down there. I saw them earlier and they didn't want to bite me, but now I'm fishing at them at the right angle. That's a really nice one. That is a really nice one. I would not be surprised if he's got some crawdads hanging out of his mouth too. Whew. It's a pretty clean bottom here, so I'm using an exposed hook. I could keep on using that weedless one, but just decided to rig that one up. It was already pre-rigged actually in my bag. But there's another nice smallmouth. Healthy, chunky. I'm not seeing any crawdads inside of him, but I'm feeling him right here in his tummy. It feels really hard, like there's crawdad exoskeletons and stuff right there. So that's really cool. We're gonna send this guy back. I know there's a whole school of them here, so we're gonna see if we can catch a couple of them. Oh, he's mad. Peace. Now, I made a perfect presentation just now. I dropped it right off the backside of that slab and he was on it like Donkey Kong. All right, guys, we're back with you. We're back here at the house. Had an awesome time exploring and fishing that new creek up in North Arkansas. It's a spot that I've been wanting to check out for like the last 3 years. I've driven over it several times and just didn't have a way to fish it. And I'll be honest, guys, that was one of the most interesting creeks that I fished. You know, like just based on the way it looked, I feel like it should have fished a little bit better than it did. But I think that it, you know, running right through the middle of town, I'm sure it gets plenty of fishing pressure. Or maybe just being in that such an urban setting can make the fishing not as good. But we still caught a lot of fish, guys. It was very interesting. A lot of places looked really good. There are places on that creek that I thought would have held more fish than they did. But ultimately, we ended up finding an area that had some really quality smallmouth, and that really just fires me up. That creek is huge, by the way. It goes a long way, and there's definitely some spots that I want to check out in the future, you know, further upstream and further downstream from the section that we fished. But overall, guys, had an amazing time. That water was cold. It was so hot. It has been so hot here in Arkansas, guys. It's crazy. I know it's been hot everywhere, but this is the hottest that I remember it being in a long time. Like, I'm out here just like profusely sweating, and I really don't sweat that much. So it was really nice getting out there in that cool creek and catching some fish, and we're gonna be doing a whole lot more of that as we continue on throughout this hot Arkansas summer. But real quick, I'm gonna talk about the baits that got the job done. There was 2 key players. I started throwing a couple of things at the beginning that kind of worked, but when I got into that muddy water stretch, that was weird too, this crazy bait ended up doing them dirty. This is that Bubblegum swirl, just a little yum dinger. As I mentioned, I watch Creek Fishing Adventures all the time on YouTube. He throws that bait religiously and catches a ton of fish, so I figured that I might as well try it out here in Arkansas, and it proved to be a pretty valuable player for us while we were fishing that muddy water. But what ultimately ended up being the MVP of the trip had to be the old Helgermite. And this is a new one from Yum. Definitely isn't like, this is not a Yum sponsored video. It kind of seems like it, but it's not. This is the new Yum Helgermite, and I just simply love throwing Helgermite lures. That one looks really, really good. It's got a great, just natural action in the water. It looks like something that any fish would eat, and it did some big smallmouth dirty out there on the creek. I'll leave them linked down in the video description for you guys to check out if you'd like to pick them out. I was throwing both of them on a weedless net head, just so I could, you know, crawl it on the bottom, not worry about getting snagged up. And as y'all saw, they both performed very, very well. And I was throwing them on this setup right here. This is the setup I always throw. I've gotten some questions on it recently. Watch out for that tree coleslaw. This, gosh, stuck in a tree. This is the combo. This is the 6 cents unicorn spinning rod. It's a 7 foot, is it 2 inch? Yeah, 7 foot 2 inch medium light, but it's honestly a little bit stiffer than a medium light. And I had it paired up with the 2500 Stratic. I've got 10-pound braid, and I was rocking 8-pound fluorocarbon. I usually stick with 8-pound in those clear water creeks just because they are so clear and those fish can be finicky at times and you don't want them to see your line. But that's basically all the gear that I use to catch all those fish, and I think that if you were to try to replicate it, you could catch some fish in your local creeks too. So I encourage y'all to get out there and do that, beat the heat this summer. But until then, hopefully y'all enjoyed this mission. I'm looking forward to the next one, getting out and exploring a new creek. We're gonna be doing some more of that this week. But if y'all enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.